Hello YouTube, what's up? This is Weird Station here, and on this edition of M Reactions, we're gonna go ahead and react to episode 11 of Hataage Kemono Michi, also alternatively known as Animal Road Rise Up or Rise Up Animal Road, whatever you like it to say. So, no, I'm not gonna lie right now. This show is just, to me, it's just kind of jokes starting to wear off for me, and that's something I felt has been become a problem. And it gets tiresome. It gets a little bit. It's not as engaged. Like the first episodes were great, and the jokes were great. But then it's just like when it starts to get to the story part. I just think they were not sure where to go with it. Um, so yeah, this is what I feel with Isekai nowadays. I've almost did not want to do this one, but we've came this far. I do want to finish it. And it's sad how it feels like it's kind of been on the downtrend for me personally, very much. It's just turned out pretty mediocre for me right now. I mean, it hopefully wraps up some way somehow. I mean, I will still be pretty harsh on it in terms of final grading, but in the end, it's still even I still enjoy bad shows. Let's be fair. Then again, there are supposedly bad shows that I give good grades with because I feel like they did what they're supposed to do too well. Like DxD is supposed to be bad, but there's a lot of story but it's edgy and we know what it is, and there's just more story going on as opposed to something like To La Rue, which I watched that recently, the whole thing recently, and To La Rue barely had a story going on in my opinion. It barely did, and when it was centered around Darkness, which is best girl in that show by far, hands down. No debating, no fucking debating. Like maybe if you want if you like Momo or any other or Lala or anything like do your thing. But Darkness was the best one because like it's the sort of personality she has. He doesn't come off as annoying, although I can get why people might hate because the gag is that she beats the fuck out of Rico almost every time there was a they get into a really bad situation. That's the gag though. That is the gag though. Although the gags for Two of You just really started to wear, and it's just like, where's the story? Is there? I like my fan service, but where's the story? I mean, where's the sort of character development besides Darkness? Or it just there was nothing. It didn't feel like some sort of advancement, and the fact that didn't really enjoy most of the characters for that particular series was why I didn't particularly like it as much as per se DxD, because DxD actually had some story going on, flawed as it was, full of holes as it was. It actually had a story going on, which was by itself was still pretty interesting in my opinion. I mean, it's not the best thing in the world. That's far from it, but it is what it is. So, back to this. Now you notice, I do have that little wireless headphones off, and yay, I got blue. The blue branch microphone. I set it right now, mid volume, minimum gain stereo. Guys, give me the feedback on this one. I really want to know if this works because I want to use this because I do want more quality in terms of at least voice wise. I mean, I know people. I know there's other YouTubers that have it better, but this is the best I can manage with the place I'm in. Like, as long as I can afford something, as I can afford it, yeah, I could still have some sort of quality in terms of audio wise. Although the location, I can't really change it at this point. I can't. That's the downside of it. And I'm still thinking about formats and videoing formats, but I'm gonna wait till next year when next year comes. And of course, the whole YouTube thing right now, the change in terms right now, I'm still a little I'm just kind of just a little uneasy, still waiting to see if my channel gets affected or not. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully I can still try to shoot back for the few K subs that I had like back before September came around and all that. So yeah, that's this is a little message right now. So let's just go ahead and get this started. Um, so I do not know. So I'm not so sure how this will. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it'll end off in just the face off between Mao and Genzo. I mean that's kind of a given at this point. But we'll see. We'll see how it matches with the others. Like Joanne, like what's with the hell Joanne, Carmi, I think, and Shigure and some other characters. Celeste is actually just one and done. It feels like, although she does. It's not like she just disappears. She's just kind of there now, I guess. It's kind of with these sort of characters. It's just kind of a little uneasy for me. Because, because they're just there. They're just kind of a usual setup, and then Genzo's just kind of running the building, basically. I mean, it literally is his world now, sort of. So, because they have to because he has this sort of that, or it's just like this man like this man is a furry. We know that, and he gets pissed off when you call him a demon beast slayer or something, and it's the story kind of revolves around him at this point. There's only been one point where it kind of went off to Hanako's side of the story, and then it just kind of let that pass, and it just kind of left it to be. I had some mixed feelings about that one because that was a rather lackluster episode, in my opinion. But let's go ahead, episode 11, guys. So okay, hopefully I didn't. Hopefully there's no catching of the audio, otherwise there would be some trouble here. So we're starting in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. This is how they feed Pokemon. Just feed them little Pokemon kibbles. I also make sure I gotta keep close to the mic. Sorry, just. Oh gosh, what a hangover! All right, well, if I'm a little far away like this and my voice tends to fade off, I do apologize. I will apologize. Just let me know, like, because I want to have a point where I could still lay back and still have my voice heard clearly. So do give me some feedback. I mean, for this and future videos, if you can. Which two will it be this time? Oh, it's three. Okay. So I'm guessing the last episode is gonna be all four of them just turning to the damn camera. Carmia just screaming in pain in the background. I mean that brings in the cash money, right? Can't wait for the whole expectations versus reality sort of check they're gonna do here if this becomes a thing. I'm trying to act like Carmelia isn't just suffering in the background. Oh yeah, that's true. Basic endurance comes first before the learning the actual damn moves. I mean, look at what fucking the girls in Keijo did. Like the ones that actually do the quality training. Keijo was a mixed bag for me personally. Oh, this fucking show needs a renaming. This how to torture a vampire 101. A loser vampire that on that note. Cha 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 cha. I've never seen that sort. I've never seen that sort of. It's a victory dance. Well, it is a warm. Well, okay. I guess it is sort of a warm up, if you want to say it. But I don't recall anyone just yelling like that. Oh, if only you know. Okay, so I guess it's something to psych you up and also a warm up. It's just a warm up to psych yourself up. It's oh, I don't. I just can't. I just can't. Is that what she's imagining right now? Oh damn. There will be no explosion in the making of that matchup, though, or physical explosions. No, no. Okay, well, alcohol is salt. Alcohol, a little alcohol doesn't hurt, but a lot of it hurts. Are they gonna use the ant, or are they gonna use Shigure? Or are they gonna somehow use Hiroyuki? Wait. So, okay, so Genzo, Nautical, Carmelia, what was or and one of them. As if PTSD was enough for them. He comes in. You know, it could work out if it wants to help them regain the pride they used to have, which repeatedly got smashed to bits. This is the gag that Wolfgang is been subjected to, and it's sad. Okay, so Shigure is in that list. I forgot. Don't. Okay, so it's a 5-on-5. So 1, 2, 3, and then so you need one more. They're gonna add the princess in here too. What? What? Oh no. Well, there was those kind of trainers that just get way too damn personal. It's not like I've been there, but I've seen it. I've heard about it. I thought it was gonna be wait. Oh, nice. Now we got the on our full screen. Better be HD. Better be in HD quality too. I'm sorry. I'm trying to follow this sort of what the matchups are gonna be. Did they just change it, or is it still 5-on-5? I guess they changed it. Killing the atmosphere, dude. As always. All this grand ass music is just like. Too bad it's not one that gives you superpowers. Just fight for yourself, man. Uh, I'm pretty sure they don't recognize her. I don't even know. I guess they do. I don't know. Oh fuck. Is she gonna be go full darkness on this one? Yep, she just went darkness. God damn it. That's how they're gonna recognize her? Fuck. She she just went full dark. What? Oh, tag out. And it not. Okay, it's gonna breeze by fast. And there's your proud wife over there. Oh, but of course you're gonna get it. Are you gonna get it bad? Why? Why? Just why? And I thought Premier was the one taking L's. So it's 2-1. I'm guessing. So if so, I'm get so okay. So this is a 5-on-5, but it was just like member. There was just like you could add multiple members. I didn't think it wasn't 5 members or 5 members. It was like um 8 versus 8. Uh, Korea is not looking so good right now. Oh, special move. That went all right. Hey, finally, you can actually. She actually gets a W. Okay. Or never mind. Wow. Okay, I'm not even surprised. Okay, well, how long do you how long was there even a count there? Did they even give a countdown? I don't think they did they? I mean to go back on that one. That was just weird. So in the books it's an L. So in the books it's an L, but in the heart it's a W. It's supposed to be. Well, okay. Why did I even expect it? It would be, of course, going to be tied heading 2-2 heading into this one. Wait, don't tell me it's going to end here. Really? Really? Oh, I don't know, man. I'm just checked out with this show. I really am. But I want to finish this. I've climbed too far to just stop right here. Like if I'm like a well 4 episodes away, like if like I'm depending on the course. If I'm like deep in like with unless if it does something really absurd, or I just totally just lose it, and I feel like it's not worth it. But there's only at least one more episode, so obviously I am going to finish this. I don't know. I've just checked. I just checked out of this one. I guess it's the fault of me just having had watched better quality comedy than stuff like this. I'm not gonna say it's horrible. It's just it just loses its touch for me after the first half, and in the second half it panders. Yes, I still laugh at some points, but it doesn't have the kick that it used to do. I guess I just got used. I guess I just got used to it too quickly, and so of course, it's gonna be Mao versus Genzo. I mean, we saw this coming. I actually did. I actually feel bad. I actually feel like a fucking dingus having. Sorry for my language. I feel like a dingus right now, thinking, oh, Camellia finally got the win. But no, never mind. Never mind. I still didn't. Now, when in retrospect, and I guess I could check now. Was there even a count? Was there even a count of it? Okay, Wolfgang Puck got that shit. Got it really bad, and was there a countdown? Was there a countdown? No, I did not hear a countdown. I did not hear a countdown at that point. There was no 1, 2, but that when she got Carmelia into it, and then it's just like 1, 2. I don't care if it's like because he's put it in the lock. No, like when someone is down, you should still do the count. I don't know how the ruling went there. I really don't know. But that just struck me as just odd or biased at this point. Like, did they just like are the referees just favoring someone at this point? Like, like if that's how badly Carmelia is discriminated as a lesser vampire, that sucks. That really sucks. But I will just get off that. I don't think it's worth really chilling on at this point. But at least Carmilla did show that she generally did want to improve. But I mean, she still is. Carmilla is still Carmilla. Like, her personality really hasn't changed. But in terms of like, at least she wants to do something instead of just being a loser for the long term. At least she tried. I mean, I'll give her props for that. Although, of course, they're gonna have to end it off just like, oh, the first time she gave, Hanako gave me food. Really? That's how you're gonna end this off? Um. Also, I don't know how you can set up that fast for for that such an event. Hand out flyers just like that. I'm guessing sort of a time skip to where maybe it would take at least a week at minimum, to plan out something like this. I mean, even if it's not something international, maybe something local, you'd have to think it take at least a week to set up. But it is a fantasy world, so I guess they can do shortcuts because of that. One more thing to note. I don't know if this is really anything important, but with those sort of with the way it goes down with that whole matchup, right? It doesn't feel like anything is on the line in particular, like stakes. It just feels like more of a sort of an entertainment for the masses. for what it seems. But underneath there is some sort of stakes going on, and I'm not, and that does happen in WWE events and shows, as rigged as they are. I'm not. The thing about this, the thing about it though, it doesn't feel the reason why I feel like this whole episode passed by a bit too fast was how it just doesn't feel like much has happened in the way it's displayed. Like, yeah, you just show some shows events here, but you kind of just the scene here, cut scene here, and just like it's just kind of pan through the events like that. That's why I think the episode kind of felt short, in my opinion. Well, at least to me it did. I don't know about you guys. If it passed normally for you, good for you. I mean, that means you may have liked the show. Now, difference between feeling uneasy about an episode that seemed to pass by too fast, as opposed to really enjoying a episode that passed by too fast as well. I think it really depends on how engaged. Like, I think it kind of determines your time awareness when you're either checked out or locked in terms of an episode. Now, still looking at the timer is fine, but I don't have that convenience because I don't want to interrupt the whole subs and all. This it really depends. Like, if you're really into it, you may not notice like when it's over. I mean, unless if you do check timers. But if you're kind of checked out, and stuff like just breezes the way a show goes, it's not even dragged. It's just kind of just like, oh, stick here, stick here, stick here. This happens, this happens, this happens. It doesn't feel like there's anything to put a segue in between, and it just swoop by, and you're just like, oh, really? That just ended that way? That's just how I felt. So yeah, there's not much else to say. Next week, unless if there's somehow a delay, which is same with Cautious Hero. Cautious Hero no episode day, unfortunately, because postponement, production issues again, which is kind of sad. Because Cautious Hero is a pretty decent isekai right now, and this one I don't think it's gonna have a continuation. I doubt it. I don't think he's gonna have any delays for the last episode, unless for some fucking last minute emergency or disaster that hits. Pray to God it doesn't happen. I don't know, but the show overall, I mean, it's been a nice enjoyment in the first half, like I said before, and then afterwards it's just it just lulled on me. I mean, it's still kind of fun, but it's still just like, when is this gonna be over? That's the feeling I got with this show, and that's not a good feeling. It's not like when you want a show to end just because. Now let's be real. We don't want stuff to last forever, but there are some times where the showcase is so mediocre. You're just like, you kind of want it. You really just want it to end because because like the way the studio may be going, like they may be trying to hasten or drag out things too much, and it will just ruin the whole experience. Depending on your positives or negatives about it. I guess I don't need to say much. I mean, all I could just say is just wait for next week, the final matchup. I do not know who's gonna win, for sure. But I'm guessing it would be Genzo, or maybe there's a Mao somehow wins, but they come to a compromise. Maybe it's a draw. Maybe something else interrupts. I really don't know. Will the ant come into play? I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this edition of Kemono Michi Reactions. So smash like button if you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're interested in getting notifications and updates to newly uploaded content videos on the channel, just hit the bell icon below. As always, also check out links to description video, links to the other social media platforms I use, which include my Twitter, my Discord server, my Patreon page, and my Twitch profile. You can also check out the other channels on YouTube that I support. But that'll do it for this Dish of Man reaction. So until then, guys, we'll see you next time.